Hello, dear students. I am Mrs. Anand and welcome to the English class of Standard 10th. Today we will study Unit 1.5. Answer my few questions before we start the class. What are the things you are afraid of? You would probably give me a list of things like writing an exam, riding a bicycle, swimming in water, or climbing heights. What role did our parents or siblings play to help us overcome our fear? Definitely, they encourage and motivate us, train us, and push us to do the things we are afraid of so that we become confident and courageous to face life. So let's study his first flight by Liam O'Flaherty. About the author, Liam O'Flaherty was a major Irish novelist and a short story writer. Some of his famous books are The Intruder, The Assassins, The House of Gold, and The Sniper. Summary: his first flight highlights the importance of independence, self belief, and confidence, and the need for motivation to attain goals. Necessity is always the mother of invention, but it sometimes needs an initial spark from outside. The young seagull was alone on his ledge. His two brothers and his sister had already flown away the day before. He had been afraid to fly with them. However, when he had taken a little run forward to the brink of the ledge and attempted to flap his wings, he became afraid. This is a story of a young seagull. Seagull is a seabird. ledge एक बड़ी सी चट्टान जिस पे वो रहता था. उसके भाई बहन उड़ चुके थे, but he was afraid to fly. He tried, but he could not fly because he was afraid. The great expanse of sea stretched down beneath, and it was such a long way down, miles down. He felt certain that his wings would never support him. So he bent his head and ran away back to the little hole where he slept at night. When he looked down, what did he see? Great expanse of sea. नीचे दूर दूर तक फैला हुआ समुद्र देखकर वो डर गया, और वो बहुत गहराई में था, माइल्स डाउन था. And he was very certain, he was sure that his wings would never support him. और इसीलिए disappointed होकर he went back to the place where he slept at night. Even when each of his brothers and his little sister, whose wings were far shorter than his own, ran to the brink, flapped their wings, and flew away, he failed to muster up courage to take that plunge, which appeared to him so desperate. उसके छोटे भाई बहन जिनके पंख उससे काफ़ी छोटे थे, वो चट्टान से फ्लैप करते हुए अपने पंखों को फड़फड़ाते हुए उड़ने लगे. But this seagull could not fly because he could not muster up courage. वो साहस को बटोर नहीं पाया चाहता तो बहुत डेस्परेटली था, पर वो साहस बटोर नहीं पाया. His father and mother had come around, calling to him shrilly, upbraiding him, threatening to let him starve on his ledge unless he flew away. But for the life of him, he could not move. The parents were worried, so they were calling, they were shouting at him, they were threatening him, they were scolding him. Shrilly means sharp noise में, एकदम loud and harsh voice में वो चिल्ला रहे थे. Upbraiding means scolding, डांट रहे थे. Threatening means उसे धमका रहे थे. If you don't fly, you will starve to death. That means starve means भूख से मर जाना. But he could not move because he was so afraid for his life. That was 24 hours ago. Since then, nobody had come near him. The day before, all day long, he had watched his parents flying about with his brothers and sister, perfecting them in the art of flying, teaching them how to skim the waves and how to dive for fish. How much time has passed? 24 hours. 24 घंटे बीत चुके थे. And nobody came near him. पूरा दिन बीत चुका था. And he was watching his parents and his brothers and sisters. The parents were busy teaching the children how to fly, perfecting them. उन्हें सिखा रहे थे, बता रहे थे किस प्रकार से उड़ना है और किस प्रकार से skim करना. What is skimming? It is moving lightly just above a surface, that is the surface of water. And how to dive for fish. Fish कैसी पकड़ी जाती है पानी में dive करके, ये भी उन्हें सिखा रहे थे. He had in fact seen his brother catch his first herring and devour it standing on a rock, while his parents circled around, raising a proud cackle. And all the morning, the whole family had walked about on the big plateau, midway down the opposite cliff, taunting him for his cowardice. In fact, what has he observed? He had seen his brother catch his first herring. पहला शिकार मछली का करते उसने अपने भाई को देखा था. What is a herring? It is a soft-finned sea fish. And after catching the fish, what did he do? He devoured it. उसने जल्दी जल्दी खा लिया उसे. And what was the reaction of the parents? They were very happy and proud. They were circling around, उसके गोल गोल उड़ते रहे और ज़ोर ज़ोर से आवाज़ करते हुए उसे praise कर रहे थे. And all the morning, पूरा दिन पूरी फैमिली एक बिग प्लेट्यू पे, सामने के क्लिफ पे, ऑपोजिट क्लिफ पर, ऑपोजिट चट्टान पर पूरी फैमिली थी. एंड व्हाट वर दे डूइंग? दे वर टॉन्टिंग. क्या कर रहे थे? मजाक उड़ा रहे थे. किस चीज़ के लिए? उसके डरपोक होने का मजाक उड़ाया जा रहा था. The sun was now ascending the sky, blazing on his ledge that faced the south. He felt the heat because he had not eaten since the previous nightfall. Now the sun came out and it was blazing. That means the heat started increasing. And he felt that heat because he had not eaten since the previous nightfall. वो अपने आप में कमज़ोर महसूस कर रहा था. He stepped slowly out of the brink of the ledge and standing on one leg with the other leg hidden under his wing, he closed one eye, then the other, and pretended to be falling asleep. Still, they took no notice of him. He saw his two brothers and his sister sleeping, lying on the plateau, dozing with their heads sunk in their necks. His father was preening the feathers on his white back. He stepped slowly out of the brink. वो किनारे तक आया अपनी चट्टान के, and वहाँ आकर क्या कर रहा है? He was standing on one leg. और एक उसका जो पैर था वो अपने पंखों में छुपा के खड़ा था. Then he closed his one eye. After that, another one. And what was he trying to do? He was pretending. वो दिखावा कर रहा था कि वो सो रहा है. Still किसी ने भी उसकी तरफ ध्यान नहीं दिया. And on the opposite cliff, what was the family doing? Two brothers and his sister, all were nicely sleeping, dozing with their heads sunk in their necks. And father was preening. What is preening? Cleaning the wings with the help of beaks. So he was cleaning his feather on his white back. Only his mother was looking at him. She was standing on a little high hump on the plateau, her white breast thrust forward. Now and again she tore at a piece of fish that lay at her feet, and then scraped each side of her beak on the rock. The sight of the food maddened him. How he loved to tear food that way, scraping his beak now and again to wet it. Only who was looking at him? His mother. And she was standing on a little hump of the plateau with her white breast thrust forward. And what was she doing? She was tearing a piece of a fish which was lying at her feet, and then she scraped each side of her beak. What is scraping each side of her beak? That is rubbing the beak against the rock. And why do the birds do like that? To sharpen their beaks. When this seagull saw the mother has food, he was maddened. He was maddened at the sight of the food because he was hungry. And he also loved to tear that fish, that food, and scrape his beak now and then to sharpen it. This is all about part 1. Students, I hope you have understood the meaning of this portion. Now let us quickly see some new words and their meanings. Seagull is a seabird, samudri pakshi. Ledge is a part of a rock that is jutting out, chattan ka bhag. Brink is the edge, kinara. Flap, to move ya fadfadana. Expanse, stretch ya फैलाव. Muster, to gather या इकट्ठा करना. Courage, boldness, साहस. Desperate, full of disappointment, निराशापूर्ण. Shrilly, in a sharp voice, तीखी आवाज. Upbraiding, rebuking या डांटना. Skim, touch lightly, हल्के से छूना. Herring, a fish. Devour, to eat. Cackle, sound of a bird. Cliff, hill या पहाड़ी. Taunting, mocking या मजाक उड़ाना. Cowardice is lack of courage, कायरता. Ascending means rising, उठना. Blazing is burning, जलना. Pretended, made a show, दिखावा करना. Dozing means sleeping, that is ऊँघना. Preening means dressing या संवारना. Hump is a raised rock, उठी हुई चट्टान. And scraped, rubbed, रगड़ना. Wet is to sharpen, तीखा करना, तेज करना. Now students, I am giving you an assignment wherein 2 questions are included. First one is guess the meanings of, and second is answer the following questions. Read the taught portion once again. Complete the assignment and study. Thank you for watching.